What is up everyone, it is FighterZ here, welcoming you to the final episode of the series, What If Goku Was in Naruto? If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. I have another channel where I post Star Wars What Ifs, and I posted the first video on my gaming channel as well. So if you want to check them out in the description of the video, then you can. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the final episode of What If Goku Was in Naruto? The date was October 10th. It was meant to be a day of celebration, as the son of the 4th Hokage would be born. However, due to the intervention of a masked man, not only was the 9-tailed fox unleashed on the Hidden Leaf village, but so was the 4-tailed monkey. And the masked man had the 2-tailed beast rampage across Konoha, and the beasts even attack each other. But unfortunately, the wife of the 4th Hokage, Kushina Uzumaki, is on the verge of death, after the 9 tails was ripped out of her. And now, while the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, is trying to both protect the village from the tailed beasts and fight the masked man, he is desperately hoping that Bardock will return from his mission soon. And as soon as he has this thought, Bardock appears next to Minato, using the flying Raijin, and Bardock's eyes widen as he sees a tail beast bomb coming straight towards him. Minato quickly warns Bardock about the masked man he saw. He may possibly be Madara Uchiha, and he then tells Bardock to deal with the 4 tails, before Minato then disappears along with the 9 tails and the tailed beast bomb. Bardock has no time to process what is going on, as he has to protect his village, so he jumps from rooftop to rooftop, heading towards the 4-tailed monkey. And Bardock then realises that the 4 tails is heading towards the Shinsei clan sector of the village, so Bardock pushes himself to go even faster as he arrives next to the 4 tails, but he then looks down, and his eyes widen as tears fall from his eyes. He sees his wife Gine motionless on the ground, holding their baby child Goku, who is crying profusely. And Bardock snaps. Bardock screams louder than the tailed beast next to him, as his hair spikes up and turns golden, awakening his clan's Kekkei Genkai, which hadn't been seen since around the time of the Leaf Village's creation. And Bardock quickly jumps down to the ground as the 4 tails is about to step on Goku, but Bardock catches the 4 tails' foot before letting out a roar and pushing the 4 tails back. Bardock then creates a Rasengan in each hand, before combining the two and cupping his hands to create a Super Kamehameha, which he fires at the 4 tails, pushing the beast back even further and actually doing damage to the tailed beast. And after Bardock begins to slowly calm down, he realises the 4 tails' eyes look like a Sharingan, before they fade back to normal, meaning it was under a genjutsu, so that masked man Minato told him about must be the reason his wife is now dead. And Bardock is about to rush at the tailed beast once again out of pure frustration, but then he reverts back to normal, losing the strength he gained from his Kekkei Genkai, and Bardock now knows he will not be able to overpower the 4-tailed beast as easily as before, especially since a lot of his chakra was used up, using his clan's Kekkei Genkai for the first time. So the best option possible is to seal the 4 tails. Bardock looks behind him, seeing his son there, still crying, and Bardock smirks, telling his son to become strong and avenge his mother, before using the same seal Minato used on the 9 tails. However, the only difference is, because the 4 tails doesn't have nearly as much chakra as the 9 tails, he can seal all of its power into his son, instead of splitting it up. So Bardock does so, but unfortunately dies in the process. This is because the only seal strong enough to seal the entire 4 tails chakra which Bardock had knowledge of was a Reaper Death Seal, and as you know, this means it takes Bardock's life in order to perform it. The 4th Hokage dies in a nearly identical way a short time later, using the Reaper Death Seal to seal half of the 9 tails chakra in his son, Naruto, while sealing the other half in himself, after he is stabbed through the chest by the 9 tails, alongside his wife. But after this, the village has been saved, and Goku is taken to his older brother Raditz to be raised from now on. And it is discovered that Goku is a new Jinchuriki of the 4 tails because of the seal on his stomach. Years would pass. It is around 6 months before Itachi's slaughter of the Uchiha clan, and Raditz has been raising his younger brother Goku this entire time. However, on this fateful night, things would take a tragic turn. Goku is sleeping in his bed, when he wakes up to the sound of fellow Shinsei clan members screaming. Goku then looking outside of his window, and seeing his older brother Raditz in an intense battle with some strange looking man with a black cloak that has red clouds on it. The man is maniacally laughing, saying how that troublesome Bardock humiliated him multiple times in the Third Shinobi War, and he wants revenge, but since he is already dead, he supposes wiping out his entire clan will have to do. Raditz says that he isn't going to let that happen. As Bardock's eldest son, he inherited the title of the strongest in their clan, and he won't let him hurt any more people. The man then kicks Raditz into the ground, saying to remember the name Frieza. It is the last thing he is going to hear, and as he is about to attack Raditz once again, Goku runs outside of his home, and he asks his brother what is going on. Raditz mutters for Goku to go back inside, but Frieza smirks, saying it seems he missed a child, before speed blitzing Goku and knocking him out with a single attack, and as he is about to kill him, Raditz kicks Frieza in the back, sending him flying, and Raditz then covers his fists in purple lightning, before shouting Saturday Storm, and rushing towards Frieza, before landing an uppercut, and then a bolt of purple lightning strikes Frieza, slamming him into the ground. Frieza chuckles, saying for one of the two only survivors, his resolve is commendable, but that won't be enough to defeat him. Frieza does a flurry of hand signs, using the hidden mist jutsu, which engulfs the area with a thick fog, which impairs Raditz's vision, and Raditz shouts that Frieza is a coward, but Frieza simply retorts that such methods are simply a testament to Raditz's power, so he shouldn't be offended. Raditz is infuriated, jumping into the air in order to get out of the mist, but Frieza expected this, so as soon as Raditz jumps in the air, he is hit back down by Frieza, who is covered by pink lightning. Raditz isn't the only person with that chakra nature. Raditz closes his eyes, remembering his father's training, and letting his instincts take over. Frieza scoffs at Raditz for doing this. He must have accepted his fate, so Frieza appears behind Raditz and attempts to chop Raditz's head off with only his hand. However, Raditz then opens his eyes, catching Frieza's hand and elbowing him in the stomach. But Frieza then turns into water, as it is revealed he was a water clone. And Raditz then feels a sharp pain in his chest as he looks down, and he sees Frieza punch a hole straight through it, using a pink lightning blade. The mist then clears, and Frieza says that he was strong, however he didn't hold a candle to his father, and his brother won't get the chance to either, but Raditz simply chuckles, saying he isn't so sure about that. Frieza's confused, turning around as he sees the likes of the Hokage, Itachi Uchiha, Shisui Uchiha, Kakashi Hatake, alongside Granola Hyuga, and around 20 other elite Jonin, who are all standing in front of Goku. Frieza knows he is both outnumbered and outmatched, so he decides to retreat, reactivating the hidden mist jutsu before finishing Raditz off and fleeing the scene, leaving Goku as the final member of the Shinsei clan. And with this backstory coming to an end, this is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth, Cam McPherson, Mega Exo, Mystic Angel, Jonathan Way, Neo Whitcomb, and All Might for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, make sure to comment down below what series you would like to see me do next. And if you want to see this series continue into What If Goku is in Naruto Shippuden, then make sure to get the full series video to 1000 likes. And yeah, goodbye guys.